There it is. Now, of course, let me do all the other stuff because that's what I need to do. Stream. Wish there'd be a bot, but it's whatever. There we are. Alright. That's all said and done. Let me make sure audio's working one more time before I go any further. Yep. Cool. So audio is working to plan. Right. So, stream's up and we're all good to go. Hello everyone, and welcome to round 14 of the Driven by Speed F1 series. I'm KD997, your commentator for tonight's race, and this time we are racing at the Yas Marina circuit for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Opened in 2009, designed by Herman Tilke, this 5.5-kilometer racetrack was first started off as one of the penultimate races in the championship in Formula One for a couple of occasions. Has been the host of the final round of the championship in 2010 and also to what it is right now from 2014 on towards today. This track is obviously the old layout, not the new layout that we saw from the real life race in 2021. So this track consists of 21 corners, but it still has the 3 DRS zones in the racetrack, but also still has those 2 god-awful chicanes of turns 5 and 6, and also turns 12, 13, and 14. But the track has produced some good online league racing in the past, not so much in the real-life spectrum, obviously. Well, unless you want to consider 2021 season's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix something special, I guess, in some sense. But hopefully we will get a good race tonight. It is also one of the most expensive racetracks on the Formula 1 calendar as well. This track cost about $1.3 billion. Yes, so it is quite an expensive toy that this racetrack is. Of course, with this, the only thing significant really about this racetrack, well, probably everyone would agree, I guess, is the marina section that's at that fast right-handers of 15, 16, and 17 that leads underneath the really expensive hotel. Other than that, there's nothing really that really excites me about this racetrack. But hopefully when we get to the new game of F1 22, hopefully we'll have some good tests to see how the track will be. It is good in the new configuration, but thank goodness we won't have to deal with this ever again. This will be the last time we'll ever use the old configuration. As Lane Everingham has got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Tim for some reason. I guess that happened down at the back straightaway for whatever reason. Oh shoot, I gotta change that. Of course, I forget to change it to kilometers an hour instead of miles an hour. Just for the Australian audience. There we are. Left data map. I wonder what happened there, but Lane's got a 5-place grid penalty because of it. So, now that we got that stuff out of the way, there's false by the way, the last week's race winner from Imola, still rocking that Aaron Senna tribute helmet. Very cool to see. So, to focus on, before we focus more into qualifying, there is some news to go through from last week's race in Imola, and involved, both of them actually involved the same drivers, between Absolute Unit and Iconic Q. The first one with Iconic, actually we'll go with Iconic Q, yeah. Iconic Q, he got a 5-second time penalty and a penalty point for overtaking off of the circuit as False has crashed at turn 4, as he's got a missing front wing. And hopefully he can get that going. There's a Ferrari there too as well, I've just noticed. As well, I'm guessing that might be Jack. That was sitting on the other side of the road. Oh, there's False. Okay, what an interesting start to qualifying, I guess. Lane had a 5-place grid penalty, and well, and Unit's, oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna get to that in just a minute about Unit. But anyway, Hugh, Yeah, 5-second time penalty and a penalty point for overtaking off of the track and causing a minor avoidable collision. As a result, the updated results are Tim gets 3rd, Bottom 4th, JJ 5th, Banana 6th, Dynamite 7th, and Hugh drops down to 8th place. Now, units, you probably just saw that he retired. That is because he has a qualifying ban for an incident he had with Iconic Q at Tosta for moving under braking. So, yeah, the stewards gave him a quality ban and a penalty point. Now, Stingray, you saw he also retired as well. That is because he has to serve a qualifying ban as well. Well, I mean, to be fair, he's been starting from the back most of the time. Anytime he reserves near. But, yeah, he got full quality ban because of not, I should say. He was not, well, actually, no. He was not supposed to be in the Bahrain Grand Prix race, so because of that, he got a qualifying ban. So, that's the reports out of the way. Looking at the Drivers' Championship, currently it is Absolute Unit leading on 257 points, followed by Banana with 221 points. So, pretty, still got a little bit of a fight, I guess, somewhat in the championship. Only about, about 36 points difference between those two. Lane Everingham in 3rd with 206 points, followed by Cantu Crap in 4th with 187. Andre in 5th with 167. Excuse me. Tim in 6th with 152. Dynamite in 7th with 149. Vision in tied for 8th with Honest Script with 81. And Dan the Racer rounds off the top 10 with 78 points. Constructors Championship looks like Aston Martin could clinch the championship tonight. I think they are leading with 424 points, followed by Red Bull with 314. So yeah, 110 point difference. Yeah, they could definitely clinch the championship pretty much tonight, or I think they might have just clinched it already. I'm not sure, but I have to look at the points tally again just to confirm that. But McLaren are 3rd with 281 points, followed by Alpine with 265. AlphaTauri in 5th with 262. Ferrari in 6th with 220. Haas in 7th with 176. Alfa Romeo in 8th with 143. Williams in 9th with 142. And Mercedes rounds it off with 126. And we got that out of the way. We can focus on qualifying. And also, I just noticed too that Dynamite's also out of qualifying as well. And let me see. Did he must have crashed out, I'm guessing. Let's see. Yep, crashed out. That is definitely the case. Well, he's hoping for just to at least stay in pole at the moment, but right now he's got a 1 minute 35.7. That was the benchmark he set. We do have a few other times on the board you can see there, with Iconic Q with a 1 minute 35.9. Comps for quality. I'm good, unit. Thanks anyway, though. Oh, that's a bit taily there, Butthead. Yeah, Iconic Q with a 1 minute 35.9, Tim with a 1 minute 36.4, same with Canty Crab, separate by 6 100s as a matter of fact. Andre 5th with a 136.5, and JJ with a 136.9, Dan the Racer with a 38 flat, and then Boto, who you see on screen right now, has a 40.4. Let's see, we got a few drivers out and about on their out laps. We got the yellow flag for an Alpine getting out of the way. I believe that's Dan the Racer, of course. I tell you what, we can ride along with Prezzo. He'll give us a lap guide of the Yas Marina circuit, as he'll come down the main straightaway, and we'll begin the lap. So down the main straightaway up towards turn 1, braking just before 50 meters, 4th gear. A little bit wide though at turn 1, through turn 2, and then through turn 3. A little bit of a wiggle there, but it's all flat out through turns 2, 3, and then down towards turn 4 into the chicane, this awful chicane of 5 and 6. Thank goodness this will be gone. This left-right chicane into the hairpin of turn 7, keeps into the 3rd gear as Ruskaran has decided to retire in the pits. He'll start from the back as well. Down the back straightaway, one of the back straights, opens the DRS. I said there were 3 DRS zones. I meant to say 2. So this is the first DRS zone into turn 8, braking at the 100-meter board, 3rd gear, keeps it in 3rd. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle there. Of course, don't have much grip on the medium tires, as that's what he's on right now. Now down the 2nd DRS straight, up towards the stupid chicane of turns 11, 12, and 13. keeps into third, bunny hops the curves there. The curves there are a bit sketchy. You got to be very careful with them as well. Through turn 14, there's Andre getting out of the way. Through 15, 16, and then the tight right-hander of turn 17, onto the brakes, brings it down to third gear. There's the tire. That must have been from Dynamite, I'm assuming. Underneath the hotel, a little bit of another wiggle there from Prezzo. Underneath the hotel through 19, then through 20, and then 21. Keeps it a fifth gear through 20, and then down to fourth gear into 21. A little bit wide there, and then he comes across the line to set in 137.225. That puts him into 7th place at the very moment, and Falsta's gone to 7th now with a 1 minute 37.1 as Lane has decided that he is going to retire. In the pits, I believe? As Jack has rejoined the session. Yeah, he's dealing with a little bit of issues, I guess. Let's see here. Tim's making his way down towards the turn 8 and 9, uphill bit of the chicane there, the left-right chicane of turns 8 and 9. And he'll open the DRS again. There's a yellow flag there for a Red Bull just getting out of the way. That's Canty Crap, obviously, getting out of the way of some cars. Clock says for Tim, he is down by 2 100ths at the end of the middle sector, coming through 11, 12, and 13, then through turn 14, down to third gear, back up to fourth gear on the exit. Now through the Maria section, keeps it flat into turn 17, part of the brakes into third gear, keeps it in third, all around pretty much underneath the hotel. A little bit wide though, a little bit too wide I would say for his liking. To the penultimate corner of 20 and then the final turn of 21, down to third, back up to fourth, and into the wall. Well, that's just Tim pushing a bit too hard and he's out of qualifying. Say 136.405. Well, actually that was the time he already said anyway. But there you go. Coulda though, I noticed just improved to a 136 flat, and Iconic Q is going on the media tires, and he's also improving as well. But then he goes back in. Okay, fair enough, I suppose. JJ's done 4 laps on those soft tires. He's done a 36.2, at least at the time being. That's correct, making his way around the penultimate turn, then the final turn. Comes the Haas car. He'll come to the line and set a 137.598. So yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers out of qualifying. Obviously 2 of them are serving quality bands. I think Lane just retired just genuinely. And then one of them was just a DNF. Or no, 2 of them was a DNF. Yeah, Tim and Dynamite. Jack is on an out lap at the moment. Banana is on a lap. Let's see what he's up to here. Coming through the first sector split. He's at a 17.4. That's a pretty good first sector. I'll say that's a respectful first sector time. Andre, he's not really improving, so he's just on a cool-down lap. Canty Crap has invalidated his time. He must have done that at turn 5 and 6. Baldhog coming through the first sector split. Clock says for him he's down by 3 100ths through the first sector. Wallace Crook, though, is making his way down towards turns 11, 12, and 13. Clock says for him in the middle sector split. I think he's way down. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's down by 2 seconds. As Dan the Racer's gone for a spin at turn 4. Same area that False did not too long ago as well during qualifying. Well, he's definitely not going to improve his time. We've got 5 minutes left as he decides to take the new layout there, pretty much. Now Jack's on a flying lap, Ramsey as well. Banana coming through the hotel. I don't know what the heck this camera shot is. That's stupid in my opinion. Through the penultimate turn, and then around the final turn comes the McLaren. He'll come to the line now and set a 36.1. Very good time there from Banana indeed. Very, very good time on the medium compact tire. Jack coming down the first DRS straight with the DRS wide open, reaching up to speeds of about 320 kilometers an hour. Brings it down to second gear. Keeps the car in second gear pretty much. Back up to third on the exit. Up the gears, up in the DRS for the second time. and then he'll reach towards the middle sector split as Falls has retired. He's crashed out at, that's at the final corner. I'm guessing he must have, or is that the pit entry that he crashed? Well, either way, he's crashed around that area and he's out of qualifying. Actually, he's at the pit entry. Okay, so he must have hit the sausage curve on the outside and then spun. That's a very common mistake to do. I've done that a few times as well. It's very stupid, that sausage curve. Through turn 20, then 21, there's that tire there just in the middle of the pit lane entry. Jack will come across the line and set a 35.7. Very good time there, actually, from Jack. Beating out his teammate by just about 5/100ths of a second. As also Ramsey just did a time of 1 minute 36.0. And he's going to hustle his way back into the... excuse me, hustle his way back into the pit lane. As you saw him cutting the bit of the track. Bottom's got a missing front wing, so he'll obviously come back in. He's still got time to do so. As also Chich is coming out. He did join just late, a little bit late. I noticed, I failed to mention a little while ago. But he made just in time to at least do a, well, try to get a flying lap on the floor. What car are you in? I'm guessing that's the Gotifi? Oh no, it's Mr. George Russell. Oh, there you go. Oh, as he clobbers the hell out of that curve. Iconic Q is back out again. He's on an out lap. Andre as well. JJ, he is currently down by 2/10 through the first sector. He's not really improving on his time. He's making his way down the back straight. Can he find maybe some time through the middle sector, perhaps? We'll have to wait and see. He's got a few cars ahead of him, at least. Yeah, that's true, ACW. I do remember that. And that was on medium tires, yeah. If I remember correctly. Yeah, from that race you did. I remember seeing you doing that. Let's see here. Clock says for him. Oh, he's down by he's down by quite heaps. Well, never mind about that, I guess. As Jack is retired in the pits, fair enough. And there goes Ramsey back in, retiring. Yeah, he doesn't have enough time to go do a lap. Prezzo, he has it validated, so I think that is his qualifying done and dusted there. Unfortunately there for the Mercedes-Benz. Banana, he's gonna be getting ready, but will he have enough time? I think he'll have enough time. Perhaps. Iconic Q will get going. There is Chich behind in the Williams. He is awfully close, I will say. I don't know why he needs to be that close, to be fair. But nevertheless, here we go. Down the main straight. There's Chich behind. Quite close. Through turn 1 comes the both of them. And then up the hill through turn 2. And then turn 3 keeps it flat. All around through turns 2 and 3. Oh, and into the wall goes Chich. He is out of qualifying. Well, there you go. A lot of retirements already here in this session. Prezzo has retired. He's crashed out at the chicane. Jeez. Everyone can't keep their car on the run, it seems. Iconic Q is up by 3/100ths through the first sector split. As I think Kuda spun as well. He has at turn 4. Goodness me, a lot of drivers spinning out of that area. Alright, coming through the uphill chicane of 8 to 9, and then down the back straight, well, the second back straight, I guess, to the middle sector split. Clock says for him he's up by just nearly 3/10, so he is definitely in line to claim pole position. Iconic Q is. Through turn 14, now coming to the Maria section of 15 and 16, keeping the car flat, 7th gear all around. Back down to 2nd gear, hard on the brakes through turn 17. And then through turn 18 and then 19 underneath the hotel. Keeps it in 3rd, brings it down to 3rd, back up to 4th, up the gears, back down to 5th, through the penultimate turn of 20. Back down to 3rd at the final corner of 21. To the line he comes, and he sets a 1 minute 35.489. Puts him up to pole position, at least for now. Kuda has invalidated his time. Andre sets a 1 minute 35.8, goes 4th quickest overall. Banana, he's on a flying lap right now, on his final flying lap. Can't do crap. I don't know what their split times were. Dan the Racer is up by about 2/10, but will it be enough to gain some time? No, it will not, I don't think. He had a bit of a moment there, coming around the penultimate turn. Let's see what the time is, and it's a 1:37.4. Not enough to gain a position, at least. Let's click on a lap there. Could have done with qualifying. Banana goes second quickest with a 1:35.4. Not a bad time indeed. And I failed to see what Cantu Crap's time was, but we'll have to wait and see what it is. But I think Iconic Q is on pole position. I think this will be the second time he is on pole position. And Banana, look at that. Between him and Iconic Q, separated by 1/100th of a second. Very close qualifying between those two. Jack is in third, followed by Dynamite, then Cantu Crap. I'm sure Dynamite would have been a little bit miffed. He probably thought he would have improved a little bit more. Cantu Crap in fifth with a 1:35.8. Andre 6th, JJ 7th, Ramsey 8th, Kuda 9th, Tim in 10th, Bottom in 11th, Honest Crook, Falls, Prezzo, Dan the Racer, Stingray, Unit, Chich, Lane, and then Russ Garan. But dearie me, if this is what's a championship situation? Currently, it is a 36-point difference between Banana, Cake Pie, and Absolute Unit. Unit leads the championship at the very moment. So, I don't think he could claim it tonight, if I'm correct. But, he could definitely try, though, for the penultimate round, which will be at Canada. As far as for Lane, mathematically he's still in the championship, but he still needs to outscore Unit in order to keep his championship hopes alive. Those are the top three at least five for the championship, at least for now. As far as constructors goes, it looks like Aston Martin pretty much have either clinched it or just they pretty much will clinch it tonight, because they are currently 110 points ahead of Red Bull. Alright, now it's time for the race. 28 laps to come here at Abu Dhabi. Let's see what the tire situation is. Alright, so we've got quite a few variety. Not too surprised of what it was. So currently we have, let's see, outside the top 10 we have Bothod on the medium tire, Honest Crook on softs, False on softs, so the two Haas cars are gonna go aggressive on the start. Prezzo's on the medium tire, Dan the Racer, Stingray, Unit, and Lane are on medium tires as well. Chich and Rusker are on soft compound tires. So yeah, we've got about 6 drivers on the soft compound tire, 4 of them outside of that top 10 are on the fresh set of soft tires. Everyone else that's on the top 10 in the top 10 are on soft compound tires. So Iconic Q will be on pole position, followed by Banana, then Jack, then Dynamite, so the Ferraris locking up the second row. Cantu Crap in 5th, followed by Andre, JJ, Ramsey, Kuda, and then Tim. That is your top 10 for the race. And there's the predicted strategy. It's been a while since I've raced here too. So yeah, it's recommending a 2-stop is most likely for soft, medium strategy. But I think you can also do soft, medium, soft. Or if you want to stretch your soft tires on the first stint and do a 1-stop, you have to pit, I think, on lap 10 to 12, I want to say. As Tim is exploring new bits of the track, I guess. Of course, we won't get that new left-hander till next game, like I mentioned. Yeah, that's the only thing they did different, though, was just get rid of those chicanes, widen up this area of the hotel. Which, in my opinion, is just a stupid area of the racetrack, but whatever. Yeah, like I said, nothing really excites me about this racetrack. It's just dull. Just a really dull and expensive racetrack. As absolutely has disqualified himself and Stingray from the formation lap. Right, so looks like those two are going to keep each other company then, I guess. Lane obviously started from the back because he got that 5-place grid penalty for whatever collision he had with Tim during qualifying. Anyways, he's lined up on his respective grid slot, and we are ready to race here at Abu Dhabi. We got 10 red lights coming here for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Lights out, and away we go, and it's Iconic that gets a good start. Banana gets a dreadful start. Dynamite with a great start. 4 press into turn 1. Oh, and a spin! It's a collision between a Mercedes, and I think that was, that might have been Ramsey there that got involved. A whole bunch of carnage there through turns 2 and 3. Goodness me. What has happened there? Down at the back. Goodness me. Ramsey, though, getting a bit ambitious there through turn 1. A few other cars got collected. And one of those cars might have got damaged. Tim has dropped down the order a little bit more as well. He might have damage from that collision. I want to say. Yeah, he's got a missing end plate. That makes sense, so he had to get out of the way there. Could have dropped me down a couple of places there. To Dan the Racer, can't do crap. Dan the Racer, where on earth did you come from? Up to 5th place. And spinning his Prezzo, I think, and yes it is. At turn 8. Oh dear, and he joins in front of Roscoe on as well. There goes Lane there goes Bodot as well. Bodot's dropped down quite a bit from 11 to 18. Can't do crap, and Kuda side by side heading through turn 13 and 14. All contact between the Red Bull and the Alfa Romeo. Thankfully though, no damage done, at least for the time being. Can't do crap gets through, at least for now. They got Dan the Racer. Excuse me. Dan the Racer in front. Andre get past JJ is running wide. There was absolute units. Oh dearie me, these guys are going to get very antsy, aren't they? The Haas cars though dropped quite a few places, and there goes a board, I believe that was. Something flew off. JJ goes into the pit, so he suffered damage. Lawrence Crooks got damage as well, so he's coming in. Tim obviously coming in for damage. Dreadful start for those guys as well. Ramsey bought it as well, so they probably were the ones that also got collected in that skirmish there with Ramsey. And out of the races, can't do crap. He's crashed out at turn 4, and I think he's had a collision with Kuda, and we got a VSC deployed. I'm guessing those two must have came together there at turn 4. Oh gosh. Well, there you go. Yeah, these guys wanted a full safety car, not a VSC, but yeah, can't do crap. Within 2 laps, out of the race, just like that. Steering's gone from, let me look at the positions gained real quick here, as we're back into green flag racing here. Oh, where on earth is that? I forget where it is. I always forget what this is. There we go. So Stingray is getting 10 places, and the Racer is getting 10 places. Oh my gosh, where on earth did they come from? Unit gain 9, same with Chich. Goodness me, all the way from the back. Big winners out of all that. That lot. Q and Dynamite battling for first place at the moment. Half a second behind, well over half a second now, between the Ferrari and the Alpha Tauri. Jack, though, is losing a bit of ground to his teammate. Banana is trying to close in on the Ferrari, so it's a little bit of like a real life from last year with Ferrari and McLaren, I guess. As DRS is now enabled. There is Stingray closing in on Dan the Racer. Oh, dearie me. Okay, a little bit wide there at turn 21. Right now in the back of Dan the Racer coming through. Yellow flags, that's at section 3 for a, I think that's for Bodot, I believe. What's going on with him? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's spinning around at turn 13. Yellow flags again, that's for a Williams and Chich, who's gone into the wall at turn 4. He's got to be very careful. Another incident at turn 4. We've seen probably, if I counted them, probably about 5 at least so far, technically qualifying. Meanwhile, Dan the Racer's gone overtaken by Stingray. Stingray's up to 5th. Unit overtakes his teammate for 7th place. Eight up or around 8 and 9. Dynamite closing in. Iconic Q defends at least. Banana getting past Jack there. That's for 3rd place at turn 13. coming through the harbor, through the marina section. So we got at least some battles, at least for the time being. Battle for first, battle for third, and a little bit of a scrap in the midfield. Yeah, trying to also get past the Alpine of Dan the Racer. Got a great start, but seems to be lacking a little bit of pace, I'd say. As Dynamite says, fastest lap is, oh, those two nearly got claimed by that sausage curve there at the exit of turn 20. Goodness. Those cars were just stuck on the curve at the sausage curve. Ross Grom says fastest lap of the race with a 1 minute 39.488. And through turn 2, then turn 3. Keeping the car at least under control, even though being compromised by all that dirty air. Yellow flags, that is for a Mercedes, and that is Prezzo that spun off again. This time, though, is not at turn 4, it's at turn 3. Gets it going again, at least. But, oh, even worse, he's got a missing front wing. Oh, and Kuda's been claimed by turn 4 as well. Oh, my gosh! That was extremely close. That was way, way too close. Rejoining in a really unsafe manner. Meanwhile, absolutely, it's got past Dan the Racer, but he's clipped this curb way too much. And Dan the Racer will get DRS because he was behind him in the detection zone. Meanwhile, Dynamite's got the lead of the race. Jack takes back third ahead of Banana. Andre gave past Absolute Unit. Side by side, no, not quite. The two Aston Martins, though, were scrapping out, so maybe no team wars between the two Aston Martin drivers here in Yas Marina. Oh, dearie me, we've got drama already, left, right, and center, pretty much. And we've only done 4 laps of this race. So Dynamite now leads, Iconic Q's behind in third, or second, sorry, not third. Jack is in third, and then there's Ramsey getting passed by Tim. Unit takes 5th back, or no, 6th back, I should say, ahead of Dan the Racer. And the guys in 5th, 6th, and 7th are on the medium tire, so they're looking pretty good at the moment, I'd say. Prezzo, I think, has had another moment, has he? Yep. Nope. Oh, no, what are the yellow flags for? Nope, there you go, that's 6 plays out. Conque is out of the race. He is spun out, and let me guess, yep, turn 4. But that is no safety car, apparently, because this game apparently thinks otherwise. So Iconic Q has crashed out of turn 4, and he is out of the race. Just like that. Prezzo's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Banana trying to close on Jack with DRS. Not close enough to do anything there. And we got yellow flags as Tim has crashed out. That is at turn 2, and we've got a safety car now deployed. And Otis Crook is out as well. He's crashed out as well. Oh, jeez. At turn 4. What is going on? Oh, my. Well, there's Otis Crook's car. Kuda's car was right there, too. And now the safety car has been deployed. Jeez. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 retirements in 5 laps. What in God's name is this? So Dynamite goes in. Does Jack go in? Yep, so Ferrari are going to have to double stack. Banana comes in. Stingray stays out, fair enough, since he's on the medium compound tire. Yeah, I guess so, ACW. Unit stays out, Dan the Racer stays out. Dynamite on a new set of medium tires, and oh yeah, that's right, I forgot Justin's on. Because I got too excited because Jack and Banana were literally inside of each other. Andre's gone to a set of soft tires. Lane's on a set of hards. Roscoe on a set of mediums. Pulse on medium tires. Chich comes in for hard tires, as Ramsey has also retired in the pit lane. Okay. JJ has gone to a new set of mediums. Potter comes in. So at least we'll get these guys to catch back up. So now we got 6 retirements in 6 laps. Well, there you go. President comes in. Let me see. Medium tires? Yep. Oh yeah, yes, sir, that 5-second penalty you got for speed in the pits. Jeez, a lot of lives being claimed at that infamous turn 4, I guess. I guess that's the corner where everyone wants to die. Oh, we're not even halfway through the race. Jeez. 14 cars left on the grid. Alright, so now we gotta wait for Bottom and Prezzo to catch back up. Top 3 are the only ones that have not pitted, that being Stingray, Unit, and Dan the Racer. I'm honestly surprised it took this long to get a safety car out. That's something I'm very surprised about. Tim has also left the session as well. Fair enough. Everyone will warm up their tires. Andre comes back in. To what? Oh, new front wing and hard tires. Oh, okay. Guess a bit of lag there. Yeah, we've had drama since qualifying, and well, it's definitely carried over onto the race. That's definitely for sure. I'm gonna guess probably the ones that pitted for medium tires, like new medium tires, will obviously have to make another stop. I don't think those tires will necessarily make it from this distance, because they've got to do about 20 something laps, 20 laps on those medium tires. But Prezzo's coming back into the pits. Now what is this for? New wing, I guess, and hard tires. So he'll have to go to the end of the race. Bottom 3 running in the order are currently on the hard compound tire. Fair enough, I suppose. Seems like the safety car is going to be out for quite some time, I suppose. Oh, Prezzo has a bit of a slide there coming out of the pits. I hate that pit lane exit too. Such a stupid pit lane exit. Where you go underneath the tunnel or whatnot. It's just so insignificant, honestly. But that's just my opinion. So yeah, safety car has been called, so yeah, we're going to be doing another lap. Under the safety car. There's that big hotel, that really expensive hotel. I am so curious to know how much that costs to stay in that hotel. Probably like $1 million, I assume. Knowing Abu Dhabi at least. Alright, so we'll do one more lap, I think. Well, hopefully we'll be doing just one more lap. And we'll get back under green flag racing here in Yas Marina. You remember when I said earlier in my intro about how dull the races can be around Abu Dhabi? Turns out it hasn't been dull, it's just been full of drama and crashes. Law drivers being claimed at turn 4. Pretty much has been the story of the race. And I'll be quite honest, I don't think I'll be surprised if we see any more being claimed by that corner as well. But, I mean, to be fair, in some cases, if you don't have a stable setup that's meant for that area, you will lose the back end, and, well, eventually you'll spin and crash into the barriers. Which I will assume that a lot of these drivers do not have stable setups for, like, rear end downforce at least. Yeah, that's why it's better just to do that rather than go for the straight line speed. I mean, I get the straights are quite long around this racetrack, but yeah. It's better to have a stable setup that's better for corners and risk having little straight line speed than having straight line speed, but having a higher risk of crashing, I guess. Safety car is coming in this lap. So Prezzo now has caught back up finally. And Stingray will lead the field. And it's a Red Bull that will lead the field here. Unit is behind him. Then it's Dan the Racer, Dynamite Jack, the Ferraris in 4th and 5th, Banana in 6th. Lane in 7th place, starting from 20th up to 7th place. Roscoe, who started 19th, is up to 8th. And Stingray, where did he start again? He's gained 15 places, so he started in 14th place. And Unit started in 13th, gained about 15 places. Or 15 places. Of course, that'll change probably once they make their stops, obviously. Stingray will warm up the tires. And he'll go whenever he wants, as long as he maintains speed. He hasn't gone yet, I think he's going now, and we are back under green flag racing here in Abu Dhabi. Stingray leads the way by half a second between himself and Absolute Unit, making the way through turn 1. Oh, and it has a little bit of a moment there. JJ being overtaken by Chich. That's for 10th place. Around turn 2, 3, and then 4 comes the rest of the field. Through turn 5 and then 6 through this awful chicane. Everyone seems to get a little bit more tame than what it was the last time. Dynamite on the back of Dan the Racer using overtake. He has the pressure beam tires, obviously, so he'll want to get by as soon as possible. He doesn't seem to be using battery now. Oh, he's going for it. He's taking the lunge to the inside. Into turn. Oh, they make contact, and spinning is Dan the Racer. That's him gone, and absolutely has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That might get reported if that's the case. Although I'm not sure what that was from Dan the Racer's perspective, obviously. Lane's trying to fight off Roscoe Arm there. That's for 6th place. The Alfa Romeo and Alpha Tauri close to one another, making their way around the harbor and then up towards the hotel. False overtaking JJ, that is for 8th place. Going underneath the hotel. And now towards turns 20 and 21. Comes the rest of the field. Oh! I saw Chich's car there have a little bit of a wiggle there. Still rocking that George Russell car, I see. And car number 63. Meanwhile, top 4 right now are separated by just over 1.5 seconds. Separating these two. Well, over 1.5 seconds, I should say. Yet those right on the back of the Red Bull, closing in, making their way around turn 7. As those Crick has left this session. I'll try to get more false if I can. And I need to focus on the battle for the lead. Units is on the back of Stingray. Stingray trying to break the slipstream, gets back onto the racing line. Obviously not close enough to do anything there. Up and over turns 8 and 9. Down the back straight to the kink of 10. JJ overtaking, oh no, Andre overtaking Chich, then Bottas overtaking Prezzo. Down the back straight. At the start of the back straight, I should say. Through the chicane and then up towards 14. They're clobbering a little bit of the curve there on the inside, you saw. Making their way through the harbor. Oh, that is close. Here comes Dynamite to go around the outside of Absolute Unit. What a move that is. You don't have to see moves around there, but what a move. Pulls it off around the outside at the hotel. Oh, that could have been trouble there. Jack goes in. Oh, he went into the pits as well. I think that was incidental, though. I don't think that was for damage. Oh my gosh, he had nowhere to go, I don't think. But yeah, he goes to the pits. Oh no, he got a front wing change. Really? Okay. Well, I thought that incident would look more non-intentional, I guess, because Unit lost the back end and then he went into Jack and then went into the pits, but I guess he might have got damage from it. But anyway, Dynamite trying to go for a move on Stingray. He's got the fresher tires. He used overtake and out DRS, and he'll get through easily. There you go, into the lead he goes of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Banana now closing in as well on the Red Bull. Roscoe on though isn't too far behind, and he's also on a new set of medium tires, so he could quite be interested there as JJ goes into the back of Lane. Lane loses 2 places there in one corner and loses a whole heap of time because of that. And here comes JJ on false to go down the inside and gets it before the corner there. And there you go. Oh, false there trying to go for an over-under, can't get anything done. And JJ holds on for the top 5 places, at least for the time being. Taking the way around the harbor. False. Oh, that's a bit of a slide there from JJ. And he tried to get past the McLaren though. Stingray a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings as he goes into the pit lane. Now it's Dynamite and Banana that's in the top 2. Banana is within DRS range. Well, now he's not anymore. He's over a second behind. Stingray coming out on hard tires, fair enough. See here, false on the back of JJ. Yellow flags, that's Prezzo. He's crashed at, oh, you guessed it, it's turn 3, and a safety car has been deployed. Oh dear, that's on the left side of turn 3. So, what did he do? I'm guessing he must have clipped the inside curb, and then the car veered to the left? Well, that's probably my rough guess, but anyway, we're now down to 13 cars, and we have 7 retirements. And we're just about close to the halfway mark. So what do the medium runners do here is the question. I'm gonna guess they're gonna pit, surely. This might have hurt the hard runners though a little bit as well, I would imagine. Well, at least the good thing for Jack is, and same with Stingray, since they're all the way back there, oh, same with Unit 2, then they can catch back up because of the safety car. Start with 20, we're down to 13. Let's see, Dynamite is coming in. Banana stays out. Roscoe Arm stays out. JJ also staying out. False stays out. Lane stays out. Andre stays out. Chich stays out. Dan the Racer and Vaughn stay out. And I imagine everyone else will stay out. So Dynamite is the only one that pits for a new set of medium tires. And I think from this distance he'll definitely carry them to the end of the race with ease, as he also clips the left side wall there at the tunnel. He's got enough of a gap to Stingray, so he should stay ahead. So there you go. Oh, goodness me. I swear this race has been getting more and more incidents as we go along. Prezzo's left the session, don't blame him at all. But then again, what else is there? What else is a race there without a Preslin crashing out? That either being one of them or both of them. So, right, safety car right now out and about. The rest of the back markers are catching up, so I wonder if this is going to be a late call, or if we're going to go for a legit one more lap. Jack's making his way around 13. There's the unit behind. Let's see. Does it make a late call? The answer is no. So yeah, we're legit going for another lap. Oh dear. Okay, well, ain't a surprise really. I think the time we've had that's only been in the pits was Ramsey, otherwise everyone else has just either crashed out or then gone to other incidents. And there's only 2 drivers that have got penalties, at least for the time being. That being Stingray, Absolute Units are the only ones, and they're 3-second time penalties. At least that's what I think. Yep, 3 seconds. Oh, dearie me. Well, at least Brent Mylander's been quite busy today, I assume. I presume. Hey, at least the cool thing too is that when we get to F1 22, if anyone's familiar with that F1 Live that's supposed to be featured in the new game, there's now a thing where we can actually drive the safety cars as well, being the Mercedes AMG GT Black Series safety car and the Aston Martin Vantage. So yes, we'll actually get an opportunity to try them out in whatever F1 circuit of our choice, obviously. Green lights on the top of the car for whatever reason. Now they're off because the safety car is coming in this lap. Now we can wave goodbye to the virtual Bernd Mylander for the 2nd time, and probably won't be the last time, I think. I assume we're going to have probably one more safety car before the end of this race. My guess is probably going to be a very late one too. Not saying it'll be like Abu Dhabi last year from real life, but who knows. Anyways, Banana weaving his tires about getting temperature into them. There's Roscoe behind. JJ in 3rd, followed by Pulse, Lane, Andre, Chich, Dan the Racer, Potter, and Dynamite. That is your top 10. Dynamite being the only driver to fit under the safety car for a new set of medium tires. Banana gets underway, and we're back under green flag racing here in Yas Marina. And Banana's got a really good jump as well on Roscoe by nearly a second between those two. He runs a little bit wide there, Roscoe through turn 1, and he's also gotten down to a 2nd behind Banana. Unit overtakes Jack for 12th. That was at turn 2, I believe. Coming down towards turn 5, 6, and then 7. There is JJ, Banana's teammate, behind. Dynamite overtakes Botta. And 3 wide into turn 7. Here comes Stanley to the inside of the Williams of Botta. And I think he clears him, he does. Now Stanley goes into 10th place. But Botta will counterattack with the straight line speed. And he's got more of it, I'd say, than Stingray does. But Stingray tries to break later. 3 abreast now, apparently. Hello. With Unit involved. Stingray, though, has none of it. He stays ahead of Botta. Now Stingray's target will be Absolute Unit, but does he go for the move into turn 11? Jack overtakes Botta. Here comes Stingray to the outside. Tries to go for it, but there's just no room. Absolute Unit cuts him off. Oh, but he tries to push him off, but he couldn't do anything there, I think. Well, no, I think he didn't. But nevertheless, he stays behind. Well, under the hotel, top 4. Still keeping it clean, but JJ's lost out to Roscoe. And he's under pressure from Pulse. There's Lane not too far away. One of the championship protagonists. It's got Andre, though, on the back of him. And there goes Dan the Racer and Dynamite side by side. Dynamite gets through on the inside into turn 1. Very nicely done there by the Ferrari. Moves himself up to 8th place. There's the unit behind as well, going through turns 2, 3, and then 4. Ooh, unit try to look for something. He backs out of it wisely. Round 6, then 7 into the hairpin of the left-handed hairpin. Unit though will get DRS, and so will everyone else behind him, and pretty much Dan the Racer is going to be a living, sitting duck at this point. And here comes absolute unit to the inside. Oh yeah, I forgot DRS is not available till the next lap. Here comes Stingray though to the inside. Oh, bunny off there from Dan the Racer, but Stingray nevertheless gets through ahead of Dan the Racer. Up into 10th place, Dan the Racer loses 2 places in 2 corners. There goes Dynamite on the inside of Chich, so he's making the charge there on those fresh set of soft tires, medium compound tires. Trying to make the most out of them, at least for the time being. Underneath the hotel, then through turn 19, 20 and 21 false. Trying to catch back up to JJ, but he's losing a tad bit of ground. There is lane behind. As now DRS is enabled again for the 3rd time in this race. Dynamite sets past the slab, and here he comes. Speaking of which, oh, goes for the big dive to the inside of turn 1, like he did the last lap. He gets it done. Into 6th place. Next target for him will be Lane Everingham, who's in 5th place, ahead of him on hard compound tires. Ferrari driver not close enough to do anything here, but can he make a lunge into turn 7? The answer is no, he's not close enough. But he runs a little bit deep there coming through turn 7. And Lane will have DRS, so with Dynamite and false, so getting a little bit of a DRS strain for me here. Here comes Ruskaram, trying to get past Banana, can't get anything done there through turn 8. Up and over the hill, a little uphill bit I should say. Ruskaram using DRS, but again not close enough. Jack and Stingray side by side, heading through at the exit of turn 9. Who had DRS on this occasion? It's Jack that's got DRS. And Jack will breeze past the Red Bull. Unit overtakes Chich into turn 11. Jack stays ahead of the Red Bull into 10th place. Am I trying to close in on false? Oh, trying to find something there. He's getting racy there on those medium tires. False covers them off there. Very nicely done. Good defending there. Underneath the hotel coming through 20 and 21. Andre trying to find something. The way it looked. There's the team behind. There is Chich as well. Not too far behind. We're on to lap 18 of 28 here in Abu Dhabi. Top 2 right now is separated by 7/10 of a second between Banana Cake Pie and Ruskaram. And false. Oh, Dynamite will get through. He gets him before turn 5. I don't know why he went that slowly there. He looked like he went quite slow through that corner. Yo, flies, that is Jack. He has spun, and that is that turn, well, actually, entry of turn 7. It's a really peculiar place here. I wonder if he had made contact with him and Stingray there. Because I noticed that Stingray overtook him at turn 7. I have a slight suspicion that they may have made contact. Ruskaram trying to follow Banana. Not close enough to do anything there. JJ being overtaken by Dynamite. Dynamite gets into 3rd. As Jack gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Now Dynamite's next target will be the 2 leaders in front of Banana Cake Pie and Ruskaram. Lane now closing in on False's. Seems like he's struggling a little bit on those medium tires. They're about 11 laps old. Lane's on 11 lap old hard, but you can definitely carry those to the end of the race. Same with everyone else pretty much behind. Apart from Dan the Racer, who's been on 17 laps on those tires, so they have to make it stop shortly. Dynamite has set fast up the race with a 1:38.313. Coming through turn 1, then up the hill, bit of turns 2, and then turn 3. Keep the cars all flat out. Down the bit. Roscoe, will he go for any sort of move on that McLaren? He's using battery, he's got DRS, and he's about 3/10 behind. And I don't think there's nothing Banana can do about this situation. Roscoe now takes the lead of the Grand Prix here in Abu Dhabi. But will Banana counterattack with DRS? And I think he's close enough to do a move there. Stingray overtakes Chich for 10th. Oh, hang on, he's actually gained a couple places, I think. Banana not close enough there. Chich with DRS. Spotto gets the 3-second time penalty. Here comes Chich to the outside. Hey, up towards turn 11. Stingray, though, brakes later than the Williams and stays ahead of the Williams. Showing that he's very confident in the brakes there. Oh, but he closed the curve. And same with Chich. I think he came off worse with that than Stingray did. Jeez. We've got only 13 cars. We don't need any more retirements. I think JJ's coming in. Yeah, he is coming into the pit. So he's getting off of those medium compound tires. So he's opting to 2-stop. Fair enough. Meanwhile, Falls is leading a little bit of a train. That's gone from him leading all the way down to Absolute Unit, who's down in 7th place. Yellow flags, that is for... Oh, who is that? I think that's for Unit. It is for Unit. Who has spun. That is at turn 3. That's the same area that actually that Prezzo crashed not too long ago. Andre falls side by side. Andre gets through at the hairpin. They both have DRS, but I think... Oh, I thought Falls had overspeed there to get through, but no, he doesn't. Andre's got more straight line speed, apparently. So he stays ahead, at least for now. He'll catch up to Lane, though, from the way it looks. Or really. Let's see. Yep, he's got DRS, I think. Yep, rear wing is open. Unit overtakes down the racer. Oh, I just noticed that, too. Absolutely, it's got a missing front wing, so he clawed with the wall there on the left side, I guess. So apparently, unlike what happened to what happened to Prezzo, he didn't have his tire come off. There you go. Roscoe, though, lost a little bit of time there. You saw him clobber the curve there, coming through the Marina section. Right now, he's leading at the moment, only by about close to 7/10 of a second. Dynamite, though, is on the back of those two, and on fresh tires, so he wants to make the most out of them before they start to die off quickly. Further back, though, Lane is still holding on to 4th. Actually, he overtook Andre, I guess, not too long ago. I just failed to catch that. So, yeah, Lane is up to 4th, Andre down to 5th place again. Let's see here. Banana will have DRS. Dynamite, though, is going to push. Unit gives him fits to change his front wing. Fair enough. After spinning out at turn 3. Going through turns 8 and 9. A little bit of a wiggle there from Banana. 9 laps to go. 8 laps to go, and here comes Dynamite. Even with DRS, he'll try to breeze past Banana into turn 11. He has the inside line, and he gets through into 2nd place. Next target for him will be Roscoe in the Alfa Romeo. And with the tire advantage, I probably say Dynamite will overtake him in a short period of time. Andre trying to close in on Lane, not close enough to do anything right now at the moment. Only about 6/10 behind the Alpha Tauri. There's False behind, still lingering about on 14 lap old mediums as Stingray has copped a 3-second time penalty. That is for multiple warnings. Yellow flags, that is for False, who has spun yet again like he did in qualifying at turn 20, and he goes into the pits. He must have suffered some damage as well in the process. Maybe, or he's just pitting because obviously his tires are old. Either way, he's into the box. JJ sits fastest lap with a 1 minute 38.291. Roscoe though got fast. No, actually no. I'm sorry. No, Roscoe's still ahead. He won't be, I don't think, ahead for much long because here comes Dynamite with DRS, and he's got slipstream, and he's closing on with a rapid rate of knots, and down to the inside into turn 8. He gets it done, at least for now, and I think he has the grip to at least try to pull away and defend. He does at least for now, but Roscoe, well, he will counterattack with DRS. Here he comes to the outside. Tries to break later, but he can't get it done. Dynamite holds on in the inside line and stays into the lead. I don't think this battle will be over just quite yet. We'll have to wait and see. Speaking of battle that might not end just quite yet, it's at Lane versus Andre battling for 4th place. Staying ready, not too far away, but he's 2 seconds behind. He's also got that 3-second time penalty that he's got as well. So he's at the risk of losing a... He could be at risk of losing a position to Chich. He's about 3.1 seconds behind Stingray currently at the moment. Andre a little bit of wide there at turn 1. He's lost a tiny bit of time there to Lane. Now he's over a second behind. Roscoe though about 9/10 behind Dynamite. 8/10 behind. Jack overtakes Dan the Racer. Dan the Racer makes a stop after doing 22 laps on those medium compound tires. And here comes Roscoe with DRS. Not close enough to do anything against the Alfa Romeo. Through turns 8 and 9. Units at fast lap with a 1 minute 37.036. Yellow flags, that's Baudot, he's crashed out. That is at, where is that? That's at the straight. What on earth? How on earth has he done that? On the back straight? Okay. Did he just, was he helped, or did he lose it on his own at the exit of the hairpin? That's a strange area to crash. And for some reason it didn't cause a safety car. But there you go. Stay around another 3-second time penalty. That is now, oh, that's 9 seconds. Oh yeah, another one before that, right. How did you get 9 seconds around here? .2 seconds is the gap right now between Dynamite and Roscoe, but Dynamite is starting to pull away because those tires are starting to come to their own for Dynamite. And I don't think it's the same story though for Roscoe. He might have to make a stop soon. So Dynamite paying under that second safety car. Looks like it has worked to perfection, as he's currently about 1.5 seconds ahead of Roscoe, who is also struggling to keep up. We've only got 5 more laps remaining here in Yas Marina. Yeah, look at the gap. It's just closed open more by another couple of tenths to that corner. Yellow flags in sector 2. That is for absolute units, sectors 1 and 2. And another driver that's been claimed at turn 4. How many times have I seen that tonight? Probably too many for me to even count how many. I've lost count now, to be quite fair. Andre still in the back of lane. This is still the battle for 4th place. Stingray is catching, but he does have 9 seconds worth of time penalties. So he's at risk of losing about a couple of positions, at least from what it looks like. Church a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings, so that may go out the window here. He now has to close that gap. Oh, never mind, just steering gets another penalty. For what I'm guessing running wide at turn 1, or cutting too much at turn 2, I don't know. Whatever the case was. Still amazing to me, he's got 12 seconds around here. Andre with DRS, but it looks like it's going to be the same story. Not close enough to get past the AlphaTauri. Nope, not close enough. But he's looking at another good finish from the way it looks. After having a podium last week, he's gonna get, looks like a top 5 finish. Yellow flags, that's Unit. He has crashed out, that's at turn 3. And we have a safety car. A full safety car has now been deployed. And now we are down to 11 cars. What do the leaders do in this situation? Do you pit for soft tires or do you stay out? Dynamite is coming in. I assume Roscoe Arm and Banana will do the same, surely. Yeah. Into the pits. I think everyone will come in. Roscoe gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Andre, he's staying out. Stingray comes in. JJ can gamble to stay out. He's on fresh set of soft tires. He doesn't need to make a stop. Andre, though, is going to be a sitting duck. Soft tires for literally everybody here. Diamond on softs, Roscoe, JJ. Chich stays out in 5th place on hard compound tires. Jack onto a set of soft tires. Snares on a set of softs. Lane as well. False. Dan the Racer. He doesn't need to pit. He can afford to stay out. He's on a fresh set of soft tires anyway. So Andre now leads the race, and we're gonna have. Wait a minute. They passed the safety car. Did Andre pass the safety car before it came out of the pits? I'm probably guessing that's what it is. Yeah, because the safety car is parked at the exit of turn 7. Yeah, see, there it is. And it's got the green light, so yeah, I'm guessing Andre must have passed the safety car before it came out of the pit lane. So that means we're gonna. So that means we're literally gonna have what's what was like last year, where we had 1 lap of green flag racing. What a coincidence! And I predicted correctly as well, because I said earlier that we would get another safety car and it would be a late one. And well, what do you know? That's what we're gonna get. So Andre has got to make that Aston Martin as wide as possible. He has got cars behind him on fresh set of soft tires. 4 of them, or 3 of them on soft tires, I should say. I don't think 4. All right, let's see. Unless safety car isn't bugged. Hopefully it isn't. Let's see. Does it get going? Yep. Okay, good. It is moving. Perfect. There we go. Now we've got the safety car moving about. Stingray, what is going on with these two? Stingray overtook Lane, Lane overtook Stingray. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but okay. 11 cars. I think that the start of the race we had 20. We lost 5 within 5 laps, and then 6 within 6 laps, and then it continuously kept going. Now the safety car is coming this lap. So we're gonna have 1 lap of racing here in Abu Dhabi. 1 lap. No DRS. No nothing. You're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. And Andre will lead the field on hard compound tires. He has got to have the widest Aston Martin he has ever had in his life. He's got 3 cars behind, but one of them has a 5-second time penalty because of speed in the pits. Andre will dictate the field, go whenever he wants. Look at that Dynamite game, very, very racy here. Around the final turn now, Andre goes whenever he wants. Here we go. 1 lap to go here in Abu Dhabi. Banana overtakes Chich as we head into turn 1. Oh, but Andre runs wide. He runs very wide. That's going to leave the door open there for Dynamite. He takes back the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Roscaron right behind as well, heading towards turn 5. Round the outside comes the Alfa Romeo. Tries to get past the Aston Martin. Off the road there was someone there. I think that was a Red Bull. I'm not entirely sure. No, it was a Williams of Chich. 3 wide also heading the exit. Oh, and the McLarens almost made contact at the exit of turn 7. Down the back straightaway. McLarens are side by side. Now it's JJ trying to get past the Aston Martin. Trying to get into turn 8. Around the outside they come. Oh, this is so tight indeed. JJ though takes 3rd place, at least for now, but it looks like Andre's going to counterattack. And here comes Banana as well. They're 3 wide as well, heading towards turn 11. They're still side by side. Dynamite's in the lead, at least the time being. 3 wide as we head into turn 11, into turn 12. Banana takes 3rd place. What a move around the outside. Lane trying to get past JJ here into turn 16. He gets through. All the Stingray tries to be side by side. 2 by 2 as they go through 17, then 18. Stingray gets into 6th place. Oh, this is so tight indeed. I think everyone knows where they're going to be. Dynamite takes the flag and he'll win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Roscoe gets 2nd, but that's overtaken by Banana. And Lane goes into 3rd. Lane claims another podium here in DBS. Dynamite gets his 3rd win of the season on the final lap. Roscoe though goes to 5th because of penalties. Andre goes 4th. JJ in 6th. Dan the Racer 7th. Jackie Perez in 8th place. Falls in 9th. Stingray in 10th. I saw he had a collision with somebody. Oh, that explains it. I guess Andre. He's got a missing front wing. Goes out of 10th after gaining 12 seconds with the time penalties. And Chich laying out some tire marks. Doing a little burnouts, I guess. There you go. And that is that. Here in Abu Dhabi. And Dynamite takes the victory. Lane gets driver of the day from 20th to 3rd. 17 places over the course of the race he gained. In the end, it is the man in the scarlet red, Dynamite 296, taking the victory here in DBS, here in Abu Dhabi. Banana claims 2nd and Lane claiming 3rd. To think too that we had 20 cars and we finished with 11. 9 retirements over the course of the race. And there are the unofficial results here in Abu Dhabi. Dynamite takes the victory. Banana, Lane, Andre, Roscoe, JJ, Dan the Racer, Jack, Paul, Stingray, Chich. And then there are all the retirees right here from 12th to about 20th. Yeah, guess a race of attrition here in Abu Dhabi. Proved it to be, I guess. Now I might have to crash it out after doing one lap of qualifying. Didn't really affect him at all. And then makes the brilliant call to go onto the medium tire under the second safety car to go on fresh out of medium tires. A brilliant strategy call. Okay, well there you go. I think we can get the podium sitters in here. I know Bernard doesn't like to do interviews, so I'm just gonna invite the two drivers that got first and third. So, be right back. Alright, there you go. Hello, Lane.
Hello.
Well, that was quite eventful, I guess, in a lot of perspectives.
Yeah,
and there's the dead Dynamite. Well, he's soon to be dead. Nah, I'm only kidding. Well, I guess we'll just get the interviews underway. I mean, I know Banana doesn't like to do interviews, so we don't have to wait for him. But anyway, so Dynamite's, well, congrats on your win, your third win of the season. And you also probably say made a really good call on the second safety car by pinning onto medium tires, and definitely proved it as you were in the lead for most of the time. But talk me through your experience in Abu Dhabi. Well, if you can, that is.
Well, for me, hang on, let me think about this for a second. Sorry.
It's all good. Take your time.
So obviously, the medium is probably the best race tyre at Abu Dhabi. So I knew that my strategy going into the race was going to be qualify at the front, hopefully, start on the softs, and then go medium to the end. So the first safety car was basically perfect. It was like lap 5, lap 6, so it's like, yeah, that's a normal pit stop. Onto mediums anyway. And then I saw Stingray, Unit, and Dan stay out on the medium, and I was like, well, they're going to obviously go into the hard tyre. So I need to get past them as quickly as I can on this first safety car restart, pull a gap, and then, you know, just try and build that gap enough so I don't have to make so much time back in the second part of the race after my second stop. But then the second safety car was good, probably come a little earlier than I wanted. But I know that Stingray was telling me that the mediums are going to go off by the end. Stingray abuses his tyres, so I know that after he did 12 laps on them, and they were stuff for him, but I'm a lot nicer on my tyres than he is, so I knew I could easily get to the end. And then it was just a habit of trying to get through the field of, you know, the people who were on hards and people who were on the older mediums, and at the same time not binning it. And then that last little bit at the end, I said to myself, if a safety car comes out anytime in the last 4 laps, I'm just going to have to pit for softs because I can't take that risk of having someone behind me not do it. And I was very surprised to see New Zealand Andre not do it. And I knew I was going to get him on the last lap. It's just talking old hard tyres versus fresh soft tyres, and you know, he made it easy for me by running wide at turn 1. So it's just take my racing line, go through, and then try and pull a gap. Roscoe was actually gaining. I think he was burning through his ERS in that final sector because he gained like 4 tenths on me. I was just trying to get to the end without binning it, so he was really pushing. I guess he was just trying to build a gap to try and not lose as many positions, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Just when people were saying, "Oh, mediums are going to die towards the end," I was like, "They're not. It's a solid race tyre. It'll get you through 20 odd laps before it starts falling off the cliff."
Yeah, I would agree on that too. Yeah, I find that even on the start of the race too, if you start on the medium tires, even on like if you qualified out in the top 10 on old mediums, it's still a good race tire nonetheless. I find, in my opinion, than the soft tire. Because I mean, I'm kind of rubbish when it comes to start on old soft tires from previous experiences. I like to start on the mediums. But anyway, enough of jibber jabber about that. I'll try to get through quickly because obviously I know how sick you are at this point.
Oh,
but
that's alright, man. I'm going to be up to midnight anyway, so.
Fair enough. I'll go for one more question for you. So, yeah, next race we're going to is Canada. How do you think you'll fare around there?
I don't know, to be honest. Like the track form in this league is completely different to anything I've ever experienced. Tracks like Singapore and Abu Dhabi have never been my strong tracks, and today I just felt like I had the pace to like blast past everyone and just dominate. It obviously helps that Unit and Stingray were at the back, but like, I don't know, I'm expecting to be at the front. I've been at the front of every single race. I'm not used to having this consistent feeling. I've bottled a few wins now too, so I think going into Canada is just try and get a clean race, score lots of points, and I'm trying to crack that top 3 in the championship is sort of my goal. If I was to get in the top 3, that'd be like a championship in itself, considering I only started halfway through. So.
Well, fair enough. I mean, you've definitely been very good throughout this season. But yeah, you've shown you've got consistency, and it definitely shows. So congratulations again to your win, though, and good luck to you for next week as well.
Thank you.
Lane, we're back again on the other. You're back again, but on the other end of the mic this time. Well, you've had a interesting race. Qualifying though was, shall we say, rocky? I guess, because I noticed that you and Tim had some sort of incident. I guess at the start of qualifying, you got a 5-place grid penalty for it. What exactly happened between you two then?
Tim and I were going through our qualifying ritual, just screwing around with each other on the outlap, because we always just come out at the same time for whatever reason, so we're screwing with each other. And coming out of turn 9, I'm trying to follow him, try and bug him, and he brake checks me, and I slam into the back of him, and I get a 5 grid place penalty. I'm like, oh my god. We started cackling in the party about it. It was quite funny. But during that qualifying session, I tried to set a couple of laps, but I kept making silly invalidations, just running wide at some part of the racetrack and copping a warning and ending my lap. So I'm like, screw it. Start from the back. Just retire in the pit lane and just make the most of it. And with a 5 grid place penalty, it meant I started from last place, which meant for guys like Stingray and Absolute Unit, who had qualifying bans, they started 16th and 17th. So they got a bit of a free kick there, thanks to that dramatic qualifying. But the race, a lot of things happened during that race. There was the opening lap where everybody was getting into some sort of incident during the first couple of corners. I managed to pick my way through.
Shall we say incidents? There were quite a lot.
This just complete shenanigans on the first lap, or the first couple of laps of the race, and I managed to get myself up to like 15th at one point, and a few more people had crashes, and I think by the first safety car period I was 12th. So I was looking pretty decent. I pitted for hard tyres because I started on the mediums, so I was a bit out of options. So I went on to the hard tyre, and they were awful. They had very little traction on corner exit. They were difficult at corner entry. Compared to the mediums, they just had nothing. I mean, they had longevity, but so did the medium tyre, so you didn't really gain anything out of it. And I think we kept out of trouble until the second safety car period came along. And I had a choice to make, either pit for medium tyres or keep the track position I have, try and make the most of it, and I decided to take the latter option. And the tyres, they hung on. Dynamite came through like a lightning bolt, so I just let him through. I didn't bother trying to hold him up. It was just too quick. And I was chugging around in 4th place. I had Banana, Roscoe, and Dynamite in front. And then I think Unit lost it with 3 to go and brought out the final safety car.
Yeah, he lost it at where literally the majority of you guys were losing it at turn 4.
Yeah. Well, I almost lost it a few times there myself during the race. Almost every time I went through there, I was hovering at about 90% throttle. I wasn't brave enough to carry it full throttle, not on the hard tyre anyway. But final safety car period came out. I pitted for the soft tyre. I thought it was a better way to go because I thought there was going to be 2 laps of green flag running. But Andre missed the safety car and we had an extra lap. Behind the safety car.
For those who didn't catch it, I actually saw it. So he was coming down into turn 4 or 5, and the safety car was basically like just before it, and he just completely missed safety car.
Yeah.
Slowed down to get the safety car back in front of him, but by this point, I had already been told to pass the safety car, so I went past the safety car and him, and then he had to come back in front of me. Otherwise, I would have got a penalty. So
I was still wondering. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, but I mean, like, I saw the light was green, but I'm like thinking, oh, maybe Andre must have passed the safety car before it came out of the pits. So, yeah, but I would have thought that otherwise. But whatever, I guess that's how the game works.
It was a interesting period of time, and then it was a 1-lap dash to the checkered flag. At that point, I rounded up Chich, who was in front of me on the hard tyre, at the exit of turn 1. He took a narrow line. I took a wider one, and I got underneath him at the apex, and I got better drive because I had fresher tyres, so I got him at turn 2. And then a whole heap of stuff went down at turn 5.
Yeah,
I have no idea what happened. But
I saw a Red Bull go off. I think that was Stera that went off. I remember seeing a couple other cars that went off, but I never got the greatest of camera angles. But yeah. There was a whole heap of shenanigans that happens throughout that middle sector.
I got bumped in the back a few times. I think by Stingray at turn 5, and then again at turn 8. I tried to make a move on the McLaren in front of me. I went to the outside, then I went to the inside to try and make something happen, and I get hit from the rear, and I think it was Stingray who hit me in the rear at turn 8. But I managed to get around Jay through that chicane complex at 11, 12, 13.
Yeah.
And then I had to try and line up a move on Andre, and I sent it down the inside at 17 before the hotel section. Thankfully, he gave me room, and I tried to get past him as soon as possible, so I didn't hold him up too much. And Roscoe in front had a 5-second pen for speeding.
Yep.
So I ended up finishing 3rd after starting from last, which is something I wasn't expecting here at Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, well, I guess you expect the unexpected pretty much. But, yeah, pretty much an A sport, not just motorsports. But, I guess one more question, it's the same one I asked, obviously, to Dynamite. So the next week, we go to Montreal. How do you think you're gonna fare there?
Horribly. I hate Montreal with
a burning passion. Yep, I'm with you on that. I hate that track too.
Just the chicanes and track limits is something that has always caught me out at Montreal. So qualifying is more than likely going to be a pain. And I imagine during the race I'll do my best to avoid warnings, but I'll just stumble across a few and cost myself time. It's just something I do at Montreal. I've never been particularly good at it. So survival will be the main game next week.
Well, knowing that how everything's been going so far, I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. But nevertheless, congratulations to you both as well on your podium. And Dynamite for your win, of course. So,
thank you.
Yep, and no problem. And with that done, we can now wrap up the stream. So next week, we'll have to wait another action for DBS. Until then, I have been Katie, 1997. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you for round 15 of the championship, the penultimate round of the championship at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve for the Canadian Grand Prix. Until then, it is sayonara.